And I'm now joined by the newly elected TD for Carlow, Kilkenny, Peter Chap Cleere. Chap, you left it late, but you're now a TD for Carlow, Kilkenny. It must be a great feeling.
Oh, it's a phenomenal feeling, Paul. I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm over the moon. It's been a tsunami of emotions today. When there's transfers coming in and you're waiting and you're hoping and you're praying and you're looking at things going well and things going not so well. It's just such a roller coaster of emotions. But ultimately at the end, to be here at 3:30 in the morning and to be elected as a TD for Carlow, Kilkenny, it's just a phenomenal feeling.
And for Fianna Fáil, looks like Jennifer Moran O'Connor will be elected fairly shortly. Yeah. So to secure three seats, it's a phenomenal result.
It's a phenomenal result. I mean, there's nowhere else in the country that has done that. 305. We're very fortunate that the two incumbents were very strong candidates in John and Jennifer, which put me under a bit of pressure, I suppose, in terms of a new candidate coming through. But I'm very fortunate. I have a fantastic team behind me, fantastic family, fantastic supporters, and huge amount of councillors just went above and beyond for me to help me, put me in a position to have a chance. And we always knew if we could get a decent first preference vote, we had hoped that we'd be transfer friendly-ish, just based on geography and things like that. And thankfully, it worked out for us.
And you talk about the team behind you. I suppose the Aylward family, Liam, Morris, they played a massive role in securing the result that we see today.
Oh yeah, I mean, Liam and Kathleen and the Aylward family have been amazing. They've all come out on canvas and been knocked on doors for me. Morris pulling the strings behind the scenes. He's the conductor of the orchestra, for want of a better phrase, and there's no way I'd be here without them. Also the Fianna Fáil family have been brilliant. The CDC and all the members that just helped and knocked on doors and drove cars and just rolled up their sleeves for their love of the party. That was huge. And then obviously the councillors, that huge support from the councillors. Down in Piltown, we had Jenny Catslattery and Ger Frisbee, outstanding. And then obviously former councillor Eamon Elwood as well. So we had really strong links down there. And then in my own area, Caolan Thomas, and with Joe Sheridan, Deirdre Cullen, and former councillor Matt Dorn did a power work with John Coon in the city. Again, phenomenal amount of work done, and Mick McCarthy up north. So really, really good, strong team of councillors. Elwards were fantastic. And as I said, it's very difficult as a new candidate to break through, especially when there's two incumbents. It's even more difficult. So to be where I am and to have got, I think it's the third seat, I think, it's tremendous.
And I'm sure there's a lot of, there's probably still a lot of thoughts you're processing through your mind. I suppose, what would be kind of like the top issues that you'll be looking to tackle in the next little while?
Yeah, there's a couple of things, Paul. And I mentioned earlier, rural development is something that I'm really passionate about. I do feel that there's a lot of money, finance in the country at the moment, but I don't believe it's been evenly spread around the country. So I think number one, we need to get a lot of money out of Dublin into rural areas. And number two, when it comes into the rural constituencies like Carlow, Kilkenny, that it's absolutely our urban centres needed, but it needs to be spread evenly around the two counties, which is really important to me. Housing is a massive issue as well, Paul. Yep. I know there's been huge advancements, 50,000 commencements in the first 10 months of the year, but it is an issue. We need to do more. And I've heard that loud and clear, particularly for young people. Affordable housing is something that's very, very important, and we need to continue to prioritise that. And then the last thing I'd say, which is a big priority, which came up on the doors a lot as well, was the area of carers and disability, and making sure that things like the carers allowance, for example, that it's not means tested, that if somebody is taking the time to care for a loved one or a family member, that we shouldn't be means tested, that we should be giving them all the supports available.
And finally, have you any thoughts on government formation? Do you think, looking at the numbers, it's very likely that Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael together will be just short of a majority, so they may need another party or an independent group of independents. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on it yet, Paul, to be honest, because I actually don't even know what's happening around the constituency. I was so focused on Carlow, Kilkenny, and as people were getting eliminated one by one, seeing what that impact that had on me, positive or negative. So that was been my priority. But obviously, look, when all the numbers are added up, I'm sure Fianna Fáil, our party, will speak to all different groupings. I think there's been a strong support for the government. That's been felt on the doorsteps, and obviously through the transfers as well. But obviously, look, those conversations have to agree a programme for government to be policy driven, and whatever comes out of that, then we'll come out of that.
Absolutely. Well, Peter Chap Cleere, TD, congratulations.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks very much.
Successful
really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.